Warning: the following video might contain materials that might not be suitable for some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. What's up, guys? Mr.Feather here, and today is going to be the first ever episode of Mr.Feather Meme Review. So yeah, after, some thinking on what will my next series after I finish up the creepypasta stuff will be, and I decided, why not just look at pretty hilarious memes? So yeah, right. Let's get the show on the roll. Let's do this. Okay, first up is it has something to do it makes sense on what's going on with the current state of the environment of Earth, where it start out rather fine, and then and how it's going is it has something to do with global warming, since I think it's during the autumn season, and I don't know about spring, but during this autumn season, the weather feels rather warm, and it doesn't feel rather chilly, since the leaves didn't change colors, since it's still like summer weather, especially especially the whole Indian summer thing, that goes around during the fall season, which kind of explains the leaves didn't change colors. Yeah, that's how I felt, knowing that still waiting for the leaves to change during the autumn season. Even though it's nice to have a little bit of summer weather left until November, since that's the month where it gets rather chilly because winter is coming. When I am in a war crime competition, my opponent is Babe vs. Optimus Prime. Yeah, it makes sense. If you have seen the Babe vs. Transformers films, you'll know that Optimus Prime have committed lots of war crimes. Especially, this is the different take of Optimus than the one from the original '80s series, the Transformers animated from 2007, and the highly beloved Transformers Prime, since this this guy freaking he has no mercies, have no mercy against the Decepticons that he was slaying against, especially Grindor and Revenge was Fallen, because his face just ripped to shred in half. Like, my golly, that's a bit too far, Optimus. Like, even though many people just thinking that Grindor just says no, Prime, please. Even though it's just Decepticon noises, since in the Bayverse, Decepticons always make random Cybertronian noises, since this is supposed to be a different take on the of Transformers than your the three Transformers TV shows I mentioned. yeah, I'm not gonna face off against this version of Optimus Prime if I'm in a war crime competition. So yeah, Harley Quinn's hammer went from this to this. How small? Yeah, which I think it makes sense, because this is just cartoon logic, where it's only okay to have bring in oversized weapons just for to make it a bit over the top and unrealistic, but not in live action, where it just might look ridiculous in live action. Especially Harley Quinn in the 2016 Suicide Squad film, Birds of Prey, and don't know if she still used that hammer in James Gunn's The Suicide Squad, since we rarely see her use a hammer in that film, since I think she usually use guns, especially that the one iconic sequence, one with her just a hallway scene where she's gunning down those I think they're those the people that held captive, they that captured her, where she has dance with this has to hang out with this one. I think I forgot the character's name since it's been a while since I last watched D Suicide Squad, and kind of leads to that. You know, she kills a man and then like going on that pretty iconic oops, hang on. Yeah, the one iconic hallway scene in the film that with that pretty a banger of a song, which I think is called "I Have Nobody." I think that's what it's called. So yeah, hopefully in you know the DCU, Harley Quinn will finally get that giant freaking hammer. Like, look how huge that hammer is. Especially in like the Timverse, you know, uh, DC, which she always had that giant hammer. And I think same thing in like in the comics, I guess. So yeah, when you actually type IDK instead of IDK, well, IDK could mean that you're Donkey Kong. Oh, glory. It's a freaking expand dong face. Seriously, we can't escape that stupid face. And it makes me glad that we kind of got out of that. That design of DK where he looks so cursed, but kind of iconic. But, at least Bonanza, they actually make DK a bit more adorable, a bit more friend shaped. And yeah, and that freaking DK taunting pose from Smash Brothers is pretty iconic, and doing the especially the freaking brawl up to ultimate where he's doing that ooh like even though I kind of hope that DK will actually have like actual voice instead of like making funny monkey gorilla noises in the next game, since we'd always want DK to have actual voice clip instead of like gorilla noises. So yeah, but that Dan expand dong face is just stay away from me. It's actually how cursed the models in the DKC cartoon series are, especially I don't know, the Candy Kong. Like, yeah, I just not okay with that design, and I just kind of got used to the more better, bodacious design from the rarer games. Mainly like DK64, where she's kind of a 100% a baddie. Whoops, hang on a sec. Okay, never mind. Yeah, in DK64, where she's like straight up a baddie compared to like the one artwork for DKC1 where he looks fine, but he's actually I'll take that over the one from the DKC cartoon where I just can't stand that design of Candy Kong where she looks so creepy with the movements of her face. Like, no, I just want the hottie monkey in a pink clothes. I want that instead. Okay, this is another SpongeBob me, but it's still related to Sonic. It says, Sega, what inspired you to add many different characters like Hatsune Miku? In fact, it should have been Miku, like Miku, but yeah, it's just a common mistake. Okay, let me finish it up. What inspired you to add many different characters like Hatsune Miku in Sonic Racing Crossroads? Hello, I like Super Smash Brothers. Yeah, this makes me think that Sega is definitely gonna plan to make their very own Smash Brothers game someday. Since I've seen like various posts from someone that actually coming up like rosters on what if Sega made their own Super Smash Brothers, and one of the more eye-catching wild card characters is freaking Red from Angry Birds, since now the Angry Birds franchise is now owned by Sega. Doesn't mean that Angry Birds might come to Sonic Racing Crossroads, or maybe not, possibly in a future Sega crossover game. We'll just wait. But yeah, Sonic Racing Crossroads basically is like a racing game version of Super Smash Brothers because of the crossover characters, like different guest characters. So yeah. And yeah, ironic that SpongeBob, like just the SpongeBob stuff are also in Crossroads. So yeah. Okay, next one is we already know about this you know, like how painful it is like to set on like a Magnemite's top screw. Like, yeah, like, yeah, like, this artwork. Yeah, Jasmine is gonna have pain on her butt because of the freaking Magnemite is just can't handle the pressure of her cake. You expecting something else to say about her cake? Okay, okay, yeah. Or just, but yeah, like, seriously, like, remember, just do not like sit on a screw that was like wasn't like connected to like a like I don't know like any material that could be that will be that was for sitting, because it's gonna cause you like you'll like bleeding out of your cake. Okay, I have enough of just making that some corny jokes about but okay, let's just move on. Okay, now for this one, and yeah, if you have seen Final Destination 2, you understand what's happening. But yeah, I feel like the car pile up scenes kind of give trauma to people who have seen the film and I still don't understand why Boo is driving a car where it's coming like someone else. Like, isn't like Boo a kid who isn't too young? Is she's like too young to drive a car? But it's just a joke. Which I've seen this Boo meme like a lot. Like Buzzy, like there's like one that she's like using like holding a controller, which I think that kind of makes sense. But yeah, we already know. We always have like that type of PTSD moment whenever a truck filled with like logs is that was like right in front of us, and you just kind of give us some horrifying you know flashback on that one scene from Final Destination 2. So yeah, all right, I think this could be like the one last meme. So yeah, let's move on to one last meme for today. All right, next up is understood the reference, which is passing the Lego I'll be like, and yeah, it is rather funny that there wasn't any moment that has something to do with Legos or just Lego bricks in Bird Box, which could be rather intense scene like like there's like a there's like a freaking I don't know like a lots of Lego bricks being abandoned, and like pausing the mother and trying to endure the pain when stepping on Lego bricks, since we don't know the phrase hope you step on a Lego brick, which that was like was supposedly for just like roasting someone, but you know remember, stepping on Lego bricks is a bad idea, since they're supposed to like they're rather sharp. Could like cause pain in your feet. Your grippers, your frogs, dogs. Yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, yeah. But this just makes sense because Lego sets are slowly becoming expensive, and even for I got some like the good stuff, like like I got the Piranha Plant you know uh display set alongside the Game Boy Lego set that's actually really cool. And it is actually the last one I got while I'm at the Lego store in American Dream Mall for my birthday, and I'm so happy I got it, since it's just honestly the best looking Lego set I have ever witnessed. And for the Prime Plant one is also cool too. So yeah. All right, so let's just wrap this up already. So that's about it for my looking at memes, aka meme review. The very first episode for my new meme review series, or looking at memes. So yeah, I just hope you guys enjoy it, and hopefully I might plan to do more of these like in the future. So yeah, just stick around for that, guys. So like and comment this video and subscribe my content. So this is Mr. Feather here, and I hope you have a very good day. So bye.